I'm jacked.
I'm jacked to the test!
Looks as good as on paper. We're in the kill zone, pal. We're locked and loaded.
Hi there guys, welcome back to the London session in the TRDR console. Today we are going to be having a look at BTC and some data points as usual, see where we've come from and where we can possibly go from here. We're also going to have a look at one of the nicely performing coins at the minute, which is Link, and then we're going to have a look at some legacy market risk assets and the Dixie and just see on higher time frame daily charts what's going on there. So let's dive in. So first of all, TRDR console. Here we are with a Bitcoin chart, just a nice clean volume king chart, and what we can just see is we've got some pretty flat price action, to be honest, even since last week's video. Pretty flat price action. What you're seeing here on the red and the green circle is our BTC group spot and BTC diamond alerts, red being sell or head short, green being bid or long. Okay, so we came from the bull divs and the demand zone down here. We've risen up into some pretty flat price action now. I'm going to forget the old December range for the minute and just concentrate on this January area or the last few weeks. Okay, so let's just pull that there. I'm just going to add a value areas in of these like that. Okay, so we can see where we are. Okay, so this is previous month POC. We're just sat on here. Let me just zoom in there. We are still sat on this previous month POC, which is, you know, around about 42.6, 42.7, depending on your exchange. And the value area high of this whole area keeps getting sold into. So as mentioned previously, the bears have shown their hand and they're still happy to sell into this zone. They see this as high value Bitcoin at the minute, so they're still happy to sell into that zone. And basically the bulls look like they're on a break at the minute. We've not really seen any decent bids since these kind of lows here, and obviously this demand zone here, which was about $1 billion in depth in the aggregated order books. Okay, so it's a little bit of a waiting game now. It's just you know, prices auctioning. For me personally, your edge is going to come from any deviation in here. All right, so a few things we can see right now anyway. Yeah, a little bit inverse head and shouldery looking, but this side is a little bit elongated now and a little bit overextended and played out. As I said, last signal was a sell up here. Okay, the OBC yesterday morning, liquidity in the OBC yesterday morning was indicating that we could rise up and take 43.6. We actually did that. And what we can see is now we've just, you know, those offers have filled again. Okay, so more offers have started to rise in there. A little bit of a defense still at that 43.6 zone. If we just start at 1 day, yeah, okay, you can see that there. So yep, still a defense of that zone 43.6, which is your value area high here. Okay, just drawn that on quickly. You could still come up and meet some of those offers. Then you're gonna have to see. You're going to have to see how it pushes really. You're not really coming from any decent bid depth for a long while. Certainly these lows and these lows didn't have much bid depth. Okay, so if we just zoom out and say that 43.6 is actually our, you know, immediate defense of that area, not too much liquidity to the downside immediately that you could almost focus on today. You know, these kind of zones are pretty obvious. We'll have to zoom out a bit, and what I do want to do is, because I would look for a larger deviation, to be honest, I'm just going to zoom out to a 4-day on the OBC. Okay, so these are resting orders in the books that can possibly give us liquidity on one side or the other. All right, and what we're seeing here is, yep, 43.6 still a heavily defended area. If you rise back up there, you're probably going to meet some more offers to the downside. Okay, so immediately to the downside, yep, okay, you've got a bit of a liquidity gap there. You can see just some orders getting pulled here at the minute, 42.6 and above, up to 43, constantly changing, so you do need to keep an eye on that. But what I do like the look of, and we will go and have a look at the order book depth as well, is liquidity all the way down to 41 basically. I would like us to, because the bulls look like they're on a break and there's no real sign of strength here, I would like a further push down, get everybody bearish, get everyone fearful while we're still pretty much in a range. Your value area low here coming in at 41. Yeah, I think it'd be quite nice to push down here and then move up again. and we can see there is a lot of resting orders and liquidity to that downside. I think anywhere down here into the low 41s would be really healthy actually for to go and auction. So value area low of the range. Let's just take a quick fib from here. Yeah, okay, so 41.2 there. So yeah, I think that'd be quite nice. And I know some people are obviously looking at this meme triangle again going on here. Let's just go and quickly check that. So yeah, I'm going to draw it roughly because I'm not into triangles as such. But yeah, you've definitely got some kind of structure going on here. You know, remembering that fib pull, could you possibly, you know, dubious to where you kind of pull it from? You could even go there, but either way, you've got a hit on the value area low there. You know, could you revisit this zone, come down, really fake out, take all that liquidity that we've seen in the OBC below 41.5ish, and then just ramp back up? I'm certainly open to that in this market, to be honest. I think that would create a lot of fear in what is still a higher time frame trending market. All right, so I think that could be quite good. So just immediately, let me just get rid of those. Just immediately here, volume, yeah, nothing to see really, no real edge. It's just in this kind of range shape here. The only thing I'm aware of on lower time frames is open interest is ramping up. Let's just go to a 15-minute here. Okay, so open interest really ramping up here and really kind of like hanging around at the highs. You have got a slight volume kick here, which is to be expected as you come from this POC. But what I don't want to see for a real strong continuation, if you were going to really push up now, is I don't want to see high open interest. Yeah, I want it to come from the lows, and you're seeing high open interest sustainable here as retail traders are trying to long the shit out of this move. All right, not particularly what I would want to see. Let's just go and have a look at the OBC on a multiverse. So just keep an eye on ETH, LDO and Link here. We're going to dive into Link in a second as well. Okay, so we've got some limit orders defending our 43.6 area there, as mentioned on the OBC. We've got no follow-up bid from spot, and if we just flick through various exchanges, what can we see? Limit orders to the downside in that 41 zone, and offers here defending 43.6. So pretty easy play, to be honest. Yeah, again, defense of there right up to 44. Qcoin was an interesting one because they did come in and bid this, but they've actually faded it now, and it looks like they're dropping their limit orders a little bit lower. And nothing to see, which is interesting, from Binance perpetuals. Okay, nothing to see from perpetuals on Binance. They've actually faded this, and they've actually got offers defending this area as well. Okay, so just something to be aware of. Let's just dive into some structure on TradingView. Okay, so just on the 1 hour chart here, let's go and have a look at the 4 hour. Okay, so previous month POC, you can just see price action just sat on that level there. We've got a couple of order blocks higher that have been defended. Again, 43.6, you know, just to repeat, so 43.6 order blocks still affected there. And then a 4 hour order block down in the 41.8 zone. Okay, a couple of fib levels there. Higher time frame. Weekly NPOC at 46, that'd be nice to go and catch eventually. I don't think we'll do it in one clip. And a weekly NPOC there still at 39.9 for any, you know, any deeper cut here. It would still give us a higher low, and yeah, that'd be really nice. Maybe you come and catch that 4 hour 700 MA as well. Maybe that rises up, and at some point we go and get that. But again, I don't think we get any of that in one clip. Let's go and have a look at the 1 hour chart. Okay, so a few order blocks here immediately. We've got some wicks with order blocks, 42.2, okay, but then a deeper cut would certainly bring us down, like we've seen on the OBC in TRDR, a lot of liquidity below that 41.5, and you've got some order blocks there as well. Just going to draw a quick fib. I might have this on reverse actually, excuse me if I do. But there we go. Yeah, anywhere down into this zone here, I think would be absolutely brilliant. And of course, what everybody's looking at on crypto Twitter, which I don't particularly, as I say, I don't look at triangles too much. I prefer horizontals, but yeah, you've just got this kind of triangle going on the 1 hour, okay, with offers above. So you had a nice defense here of this zone. What could we expect? Yeah, I think it'd be really nice you know, not sure when this comes. We'll have to keep an eye on the order flow, but yeah, just to rotate down, get a really nice big wick down, hit that order block, take all that lower liquidity from the OBC, and then see what we get. You know, if you start to get some B2C diamonds from the TRDR console or group spot, they really start to come in down here and bid this up, that'd be really nice. And what I'm talking about, obviously, so if we just acknowledge that area below 41.5, okay, and just go back to this OBC here, what that's going to do is just sweep all of this. I mean, even if you just go as low as 41, obviously we've got bigger blocks lower at 39, but again, I don't know if you're going to do that in one clip. But yeah, below 41.5 would be really, really nice. That'd be really nice to see in the coming days, just to see if we get that absolute fake out down. Of course, you could get a fake out up as well and really take that before any move. Just be aware of those zones. But I am in favour of downside first. Why am I in favour of downside first? Because there's no bid. There's literally no bid at the minute, you know, so unless the market bid comes in and push this up, I'm in favour of a little drop, get everyone fearful while funding's still pretty neutral, to be honest. Take all that lower liquidity while we are still trending on higher time frames, get everyone fearful, and then just run it back up. I think that'd be really, really nice. Okay, so yeah, another coin I want to look at which has been really, really good is Link. Okay, so I looked at this in the live last week with the guys, and they were saying, obviously, what do you think of Link? And what I'm going to say is basically it's yeah, it looks good because it's been in a downtrend slash range for 2 years. It's had a mega push up, and all it's done here is auction its range again, consolidate for a while, or auction its range, and then it's pushing up again. Don't chase this, obviously. We'll just have a quick look at where this could possibly go. Just going to pull that fixed range again there, draw a quick horizontal. Okay, don't know why my lines are red, but I'll just leave it as that for now. Okay, so bids in this zone were obviously good. TRDR had some nice spot bid in this zone at the 13.5 to 14 level. We can go and check that. But wicks into this zone were always your bid as it auctions, and it's pushing up. Where can you possibly go from now? You know, even if I just pull that from the lows, a healthy pull back into the 17 zone would be quite good on Link. You've got these highs here, okay, deeper cut, you could even just come back and test the old range highs. But yeah, 17 level would be nice on Link. Have we got any confluence in the order book? Let's go and check that. Here we go, Link, excuse the small view, just on the multiverse 4 layout chart here, and yeah, look at that. So we've got some resting limit orders down into the 17 level. You know, if we do get a drop on Bitcoin, I would certainly watch for that on Link, because I think it's still going to be a strong performer this year, to be honest. Yeah, nothing immediately, little bit of selling above, nothing from Perps waiting a little bit lower as well, but I do like the spot charts on the altcoins, to be honest. And yeah, so there you can see there 17.2ish, but the resting orders down in 17 level. Certainly don't chase this up. And there we go. Yeah, okay, deeper cut, maybe even down just below 17 into the 16 level to take these old highs. That'd be really, really nice on Link, I think. Risk assets across legacy markets, I've had this drawn for a while. Certainly been doing very, very well. You can see S&P E-mini futures is still cracking all-time highs. Not too sure about order flow and stuff on this sort of thing. One of you experts can probably drop in the comments and let me know. But it's very, very high, obviously. So pullbacks down to these previous trend levels, you know, wouldn't surprise me at all. Had this drawn for a while. Dixie performing this kind of head and shoulders. I'm sure it could linger in this area for a while, and then it remains to be seen if we do rotate down, which I would be favour of, towards the end of February on this fib time that I've just got pulled here. Okay, interesting to see Coinbase still pulling back hard here. So nice accumulation zone from the bottom. Does it start to trend? If it is going to trend, it could pull back even further, obviously. You've got a 382 just below the $100 level there, right back down to the $90 level for a deeper cut. And at the same time, a lot of blockchain stocks are taking a bit of a deeper cut. I wouldn't look at that and say that means Bitcoin's going to drop immediately, but I certainly think it would be nice, you know, just to cool off a little bit as we have been up over the last week or so. Okay, so yeah, everything's still on trend really. I'm not mega fearful, and as I've said before, any drop should just be seen as opportunity, to be honest. You know, on any of these coins, watch for the fake out on Bitcoin if we can get it. I think it'd look quite good, you know, to pull this back, fake it out, bring that fear, and then just run it back, because as I say, on higher time frames we are still on trend. All right, so yeah, we will be live in the TRDR Discord later on at 2:30 my time GMT, which is the US open session. Whatever time zone you are in there, we'll be live in the Discord, and we'll review as we go. I'm hoping for a bit more volatility, as I say, because we have just had it, you know, it's been a little bit steady over the last few days. This was a nice push up, but you know, consolidating in this zone now. Let's see what we get. Alright guys, we'll cut it there, and I'll see you all live in the Discord a little bit later on. Cheers.
Fugazi, Fugazi, it's a Wazi, it's a Woozy, it's a fairy dust.